Good evening, everyone, and
Hello.
Chris is just making a coffee. So yes, obviously I'm not needed because everybody were chatting among themselves. So, yeah, that's basically. I can hear music, baby. So yes, Mr. P is in the kitchen making a coffee, and there's some music coming over. So yes, Mr. P, hurry up and turn it off.
What?
Some music.
What music?
I don't know. It's coming from over. But it's because you're watching football.
Oh, it's an ad. It's for phone. It's your channel.
Yes.
I forgot to turn the sound down.
Somebody's forgot to turn the sound down on his phone.
Sounds like I can hear you.
Oh, right. Okay,
It's stereo.
Oh, dear. So,
Hold on.
did you see the message I put?
No, you miserable git.
Well, I thought, yeah, carry on chatting among you. Said, no, I no need to go live.
We're just using you for chat box.
So, yes, my fridge freezer came today, earlier than expected.
Yeah, we're still in my dressing gown.
I got an email saying it were coming between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. And then at 10:30, a knock come on door. Got your fridge freezer. So, yeah, so it came sort of like an hour and a half early.
Not kidding.
So yes, plus I've had a couple of things come from Amazon. Posh muffin things has come. So, and I ordered some caster sugar. Hiya, Kate, how are you? So yeah, so my muffin cases has come and a 5 kilogram bag of caster sugar. What I ordered.
What's Kate coming?
Yeah. So yeah.
Again?
I says to Chris, I says, "Have you noticed?" I says, "The red and white is team's colours."
Ignore her, Kate. We'll have a chit chat in chat.
So yes, so yeah, I weren't expecting that sugar. It says I think Tuesday or Wednesday next week, so they come. These muffin cases weren't supposed to come till July, but they've come early as well. So, but yeah, so basically what I've ordered now has all come. It's just Mr. P waiting for a couple of things now. So
You've been waiting for about 10 years.
I might munching on your chocolate.
I've been watching it background.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Same as Chris says, it's nice to be able to get milk out rather than putting it in water and it being cool. And it's sort of because he took some stuff out the old fridge freezer and put it in his chest freezer, but that were overflowing. So he's put like my frozen fruit, back in the new fridge freezer. So yeah,
All good.
Yeah, it's such a relief because the thing is, Callum got up this morning. He usually has cereal and he shouts, "This milk's gone off." So at least we not have that problem anymore. The milk going off. I try to sort of done my best, keep putting it in water and whatnot, but at least we. No, they basically I just, you know, I didn't pay for delivery or anything. That's why they said that they couldn't deliver it till today. Had I paid $12.95, I'd have probably got it sooner. The same as I said to Chris, I've already paid, you know, a substantial amount for the fridge freezer. So why should I pay another $12.95 and then they charge you to take it away, etc., etc. Yeah, I know it's worth it, but same as Chris says, every so often scrapmen come round, so we just leave it outside at front of us. You know, they'll either knock on the door or ask if it's okay, is that for scrap, blah blah blah, and you know, so yeah. But at least I've got one. He's put all my fridge magnets, because I started collecting fridge magnets, you know, like when we've been on holiday and things like that, places we've been, I've always bought a fridge magnet. So, you know, he's done the, you know, the swapping over of the fridge magnets, etc. Yeah, he says Chris says he were going to put like on not Amazon Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. You know, we've got a fridge freezer. If any scrap, you know, scrap dealers out there want to come and collect it. So hey, we've got Amjad.
Hey! Mine's about 10 hours behind you. Well, there he is. Hey, up, Amjad, you finally came in. Last chance about 10 minutes behind.
So yeah, some as I say, there's always scrap, you know, scrap people coming round, and you know, I don't know whether you see, the problem that we've got is we could take it to tip, but we need to hire a van, etc. So our car's not big enough because it is quite a big fridge freezer. The one that we've got is quite a bit smaller, but I love collecting magnets to go on the fridge. Well, you see, we started this like a few years back now. Sort of, I think it was, I can't remember when we first started. Anyway, so now every time I go somewhere, I get a fridge magnet. Plus, Joy bought me one back from Spain as well. So, because she knew I'd started collecting fridge magnets. So, I've got sort of like, you know, several on my fridge from different places. So, so yeah, you know, hi Becky, how are you? So yeah, we're just on about my fridge freezer. I weren't expecting it till, well, I had an email between 12 and 2, 10:30, knock come at door. I've got your fridge freezer. Chris says, oh, I've got plenty of time. He was still in his dressing gown. So, so basically, I mean, I were actually still in bed. So we come rushing upstairs, and he says, oh, they've just bought fridge freezer. She says, I get excited. I got something being delivered for the house. If it's a washing machine, I'll put something in. But you see, same as I say, a lot of the fridge stuff, Chris just chucked it away last night, because same as he said, we've only got like a chest freezer, so there's only sort of, you know, so much you could put in this chest freezer.
Just all bits and bobs anyway.
So it will like just, you know, like fruit and things that, you know, that sort of go off quite easily, you know what I mean? So but like it done last night, it put like me frozen fruit and everything in the chest freezer, what it could get in basically, and it were like full to capacity, full to overflowing. So he says, well, rest of the stuff, he says, let it be chucked anyway. So basically that were all done last night. And the guy actually put it through the front door, so Chris hadn't got to do too much lifting and whatnot. So that made it a lot easier with Guy pouring it just through front door. Yeah, so what he did with Guy pouring it through front door, Chris just pulled it away front door so it could actually shut door, and he left it in the passage for I don't know how long. So then after a bit later on, he sort of drug it into kitchen, and it would got like these plastic tie wraps on and a cardboard box. And so basically he took all the wrapping off, you know, the cardboard box and everything, and polystyrene, and before he actually plugged it in, he let it stand again a little bit. So yeah, so basically he let it stand in passage for a little while. Then he took it in the kitchen and unpacked it, you know, all packaging, and let it stand a while again. And then he says, right, because basically my other one was such a big fridge freezer, it was hard to pull out to clean behind. So what he did, while he got the old one out and the new one was still in its box and everything, he swept it and he mopped it and everything. Hiya, Mike, how are you?
Hello, my lad, Mr. Nelson.
So basically, while he was waiting for the floor to dry, he unboxed it and left it a while till the floor were dry. So so that's what he did. And then he plugged it in, and I had to laugh at Chris because he kept going to the fridge, because his old fridge, he said he was going to be a little bit late, Amjad, because he'd ordered food, I think he said.
Yeah, got some food.
Yeah, so Chris kept going to the fridge because our old fridge freezer, when you opened the door, the light had been gone ages. So he kept going to it, and just so light had come on, essentially, when he opened the door. So he kept, he kept going to the fridge and opening the door, and he says, oh, it's nice to see a light when you open the fridge door. You know, boys and their toys and all this, that and other. So yeah, we thought it was quite dip that, you know, a light come on when you open the door. So yeah, we had a bit of a laugh about that. So yeah, it is a bit smaller than yeah, I had to use oven glove because the milk was so cold. But you know, same as you know what I mean. But it's same as we've said. I mean, essentially, like, don't do anything. It's just if you come down in middle at night and you fancy a midnight snack or something,
yeah,
at
exactly,
least
so it does do something. It like fun.
so you can actually see what you're going out at fridge. But yeah, I mean, essentially, it doesn't do anything really.
It does it like fun.
But
very useful purpose.
Yeah. But it will like Chris says, oh, this time tomorrow night you'll have your fridge free. I think he were more excited than what I were. So yeah. But I says next thing on the horizon is a new cooker, obviously, because I put that off because my fridge freezer packed up. So I says, right, definitely next thing is going to be a new cooker. Yeah, I've had a look at that. Amjad, she sent me the same link, and he has actually got a website with all his recipes and everything on.
I was supposed to say cold, not gold.
Yeah. We actually got a massive ice cube tray as well.
Big little thing, eh?
Yeah. So And this, I don't exactly know what this is. Is it so you can switch? Is it so you can switch door, like so it opens
There's
opposite?
something like that at back at the fridge hanging out the back, so keep it safe somewhere in case that breaks, whatever it is. I don't know.
I'm going to say I've no idea what that is. I wondered if it was something to do with, you know, like you can have it opening either way. But, well, this is no word of a lie, Kate. Obviously, I've told you more than once. We've got flat roofs. And basically, it was raining that hard, you could hear it, like, literally bouncing off the roof. It absolutely bounced it down.
It was just a little shower.
Oh, you didn't say that. You went, oh my God, look at it outside.
Might be to change door. What?
What I just said, it might be like a thing so you can, because on most modern fridge freezers now, you can change hinges. So you it's like our on opens towards us, you can have it opening opposite way. Well, I don't know.
Well, keep it safe, but don't keep it that safe that we can't find it again. I care for other stuff that we've kept safe, but we can't find it.
She says it's hammering it down there now.
Well, all right.
Yeah, we'll say it's stopped for a little while now.
Not really. We've got both cats outside, one curled up in his cardboard box.
Lucy.
Lucy's homeless. She's living in a cardboard box.
Yeah, but it's like it stops for a little while, and then all of a sudden we have like this really torrential downpour, and because the milk had gone off, Chris says, well, now I've got fridge freezer up and running, I'll go down to Asda and I'll get some milk. So anyway, it had stopped raining when he went down, and just as he come back in, it absolutely pounced it down. And he says, oh, I've just timed that right again. He says, basically, as he went down, he more or less went straight in and come straight out again, you know, because they only wanted milk. And then he says, when he come out, he says they were queuing round car park. So what am I baking on Tuesday stream yet? I still haven't decided yet, Amjad. So yeah, Chris wants me to make that. Hey, we've got him here.
Where's that be, boy? You don't take it that long, you're sacked.
I hadn't actually decided. I've had my new baking, my new muffin cases have come. How about them for posh baking cases, Amjad? So there you go. They're posh, aren't they? I think they fit this 50 in them, so they should last me quite a while. So yeah.
Come in, Benny. You come in. Come on.
So they are quite snazzy. They're quite posh. So but yeah, I were undecided. Costs. Oh, this is put. Ooh la la. Chris, I were undecided whether or not to make them like strawberry and white chocolate muffins. Chris's favourite. But then when I downloaded the ginger nut biscuit one, Chris says, "Oh, make them." So yeah. So at the moment, I'm undecided at the moment. I'll decide over at weekend at some point. So you know, it's a case of you know, they're either going to be some muffins or they're going to be some biscuits, one or two, or cookies, whatever you want to call them. So The only paper that Becky, that's the thing. They are muffin cases, and some, as I say, they are basically only meant for one use, you know what I mean? So yeah, some, as I say, they've been ordered quite a while, and I did have a message saying that they weren't coming till July.
I'm just involved the food process.
No, I don't think so.
Don't tell him that all of a sudden just switch it on when he's not looking.
I had a delivery yesterday as well. My pie dish came. Yeah, I ordered a pie dish a few weeks ago, and I was hoping it had oh dear. Kate says she thinks guttering's about to collapse. But yeah, I was hoping this pie dish had come before Tuesday's evening stream. So but it didn't. It came yesterday or the day before. I don't know. I can't remember. Becky wants to see me pie dish, baby.
Which one?
Not pie dish, not the metal. I mean,
one?
The metal white one.
Is that the one on the drainer?
Yes.
See, I know.
Yeah, he's just stand outside with a bucket. Yeah, right. You know, I'm going to say, you know, if I said to you, just go outside and catch rain in a bucket, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So yeah, but he says he would, Kate, but he wouldn't. He'd say, yeah, right, you must think I was born yesterday.
You know what I'd really say, don't you?
Yeah.
Silence and like that, you know.
Yeah.
2 little fingers pointing up in the air.
So yes, that's my pie dish. So that was the what I wanted to come for Tuesday, but it didn't.
Oh yeah, well, Slark's fixed his door, or somebody else.
He says he says my door fixed, by the way. So yeah, so that's my enamel pie dish. Where is Bella?
Probably
so yeah. So yeah, it's quite a deep dish. You can see how deep it is. I ordered that some weeks ago as well, but so yeah. I was hoping that had come for Tuesday, but it didn't. So yeah, so that's one of my new pie dish. Well, 8 new pie dish. So yeah, it's like everything proof. Obviously, you can't use it in microwave, but it's like dishwasher safe and withstands heat up to a certain. I'll tell you in a minute because I've still got a thing that. Oven to tableware, great for baking pies and tarts. Freezer safe, oven safe, dishwasher safe.
Dishwasher.
It says can be used on electric and gas hobs, but prime use is in the oven. And then it just goes on to say, after you soak dish in warm hot water, then wash gently with a liquid detergent. So, but it's like enamel on steel, so it's quite durable. But I've been wanting one of them sort of things for ages now. But it was just that I came across it on Amazon. But another thing that I've come across on Amazon, you know, like I bought them muffin things, and I bought like a 5 kilogram bag of caster sugar. It comes up with people that have bought this item, you know, we recommend blah blah blah. Well, they've got some like 4 bottles of vanilla extract, and that's one of them things that I've sort of, it's been in rare supply, and I think it were about four, either £3.99 or £4.99. So that's going to be my next purchase, because it were like 4 bottles of vanilla extract. Meat and tatty pat, what we on about? Oh, she were thinking chicken and mushroom. Perfect for making meat and potato pie. So yeah, so like I've sort of put a few things in my wish list. So the next purchase is going to be icing sugar and vanilla extract.
Well,
yeah.
Adrian certainly likes Amjad's brow. I think of his
make me some pie. But the thing is, same as Kate says, it's like enamel. It's like a steel thing coated in enamel, and them sort of things can last you a lifetime. You know what I mean? Have you tried Trailesh? No, not yet. Same as I say, it's I haven't done the baking vlog for ages, for the fact that I've been doing like the baking live, if you know what I mean. So Welsh Clark saying, I can't believe the rain. Yeah, Kate's just been on about it. She says she thinks the guttering's going to come down because it's raining that hard. We've been, she says, I'm hungry now. So so yeah, I mean, it's all right. I'm looking for that recipe, the ginger nuts that I downloaded the other day. I tell you what else I downloaded off the same site, but this would probably have to be a vlog, because it's a golden syrup cake, and it's like a loaf cake, and obviously it's made with golden syrup. So basically, you put golden syrup actually in the recipe, but you also, once it started cooling down, you drizzle golden syrup on it. So obviously, it's a bit of a sticky one, that one. So and it's another one where you add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, but it's got to be in the oven basically for an hour. So it does say that you've got to let it cool down for about 10 minutes, and then you've got to brush 2 tablespoons of golden syrup over the top. So basically, if you like golden syrup, then that's, you know, that you know, it's ideal for you. So
I'm just gonna get Adrian back for something. He said, "Fool you, Amjad, I don't know what he did."
So basically, for the ginger nut biscuits, oh dear, so I'm fed up at chuffing ads.
Uh-oh, in my belly.
Yeah. You basically need butter or margarine, golden syrup, self-raising flour, ground ginger, and caster sugar, and that's all the ingredients you need. So and there again, you know, you put your butter, your margarine, and your golden syrup either in a pan or in a microwave-proof bowl, and then mix your flour and your ginger and sugar and everything, and then roll dough balls out. So that.
Looking at my phone.
So basically, that's sort of one that'd be ideal for the Tuesday night live streams, because they only need 10 to 15 minutes in oven. So we're up to about 9 before. It's gone down to 3 now. So but you see, if it's raining that hard, Kate, it's wonder, you know, it's not leaking in through your door. So yeah, you know, I mean, I know my mum had a problem with hers because she had it was like not a draft excluder, but it was like a funny shaped thing with a brushed thing on it, and it kept dropping off, and she were having to put bin bags down near a front door because of this thing kept dropping off. It was letting raining.
He's getting his all back for offering it because he got locked down.
So yeah, he says he's done it to me.
He says he's done it to me too. I got no message from Adrian.
But anyway, same as I say, it's a wonder because it's raining so hard. I mean, it's a wonder it hasn't, you know, it hasn't leaked in through your front door or your back door. Hey, Gordo.
Gordo!
Oh, he's scoffing pizza. Okie dokie then, Amjad, I'll just have a quick look. Nothing's come through yet. It has now. Oh yeah, I saw that actually. I was looking at that. That looks. Same as I say, I actually Tracy sent me the same link, but I actually went on the website, not on the YouTube side. Yeah. So you don't get me that easy, Adrian. Yeah, it says, Jeanette, check your phone. I sent you my message. But yeah, you know, I'm not as gullible as Amjad and Chris are. So yeah, I mean that what Amjad sent me might sort of be a vlog type of thing. I did say to Chris today, I'm going to have to start getting more into, you know, doing even if it's just like one a week or something like that. You know what I mean? Get back into vlogging, but it's like, you know, we sort of only having Thursday off and then just have it weekend. You know, there's other things that you want to do, if you know what I mean.
Wait till later.
He's going to try it again.
Well,
according to my missus,
looking at before, I can see no messages come through.
Well, according to my missus, we have a giraffe in the hallway. I'm buggered if I can find it. I find a spider and a wasp. But
spider and a wasp.
Same as I say, the only thing, I don't know whether Kate's gone or what.
She's gone out with a bucket.
Either that or she's taking precautions because its doors started leaking. My draft in the toilet. But yeah, you know, some as I say, it's the one. What were I going to say? Yeah, it's a wonder nearly every household's not sprung a leak, because it's come down in buckets today. So yeah, you know, it's and Chris says to Callum something about oh, we're not going out, and Callum said, oh, I wanted to go out with you today and all this, that and other, and he says, have you seen it outside, Callum? So basically they'd be stuck in the house. So
it's not good not being able to go out all it Tasby.
Oh, well, luckily you've had the fridge freezer to keep you occupied. You know, swapping things over and mopping the floor where it's.
I've been saying, yeah, today's favorite part of video, a freezer. I can't really do that.
Oh, it says it was. It's the spirits kept calling me saying I'm up late and I'm. Oh, it were his granddad.
Oh.
It were raining that hard, even the dog didn't want to go out. So, I mean, I was saying earlier on, Gordo, I says, we've got flat roofs. On's not like your normal, on is a flat roof. And you could actually hear it, and it were quite literally bouncing off the roof. But we being a flat roof, it seems to echo a lot more when it does rain, if you get what I'm saying. It sort of amplifies the sound. So basically, you know, it tends to amplify it, and you know, you can quite literally hear it bouncing down. Are you warm? So
well, that cold.
Yeah.
Nesh.
So I got the patio door open, and he sat right next to it. And yet I'm feeling cold because he's got the. Imagine living in a caravan. I know. I can remember when we went to Newquay that time, and it was thundering and lightning, and I was shit in myself. So and that it were a bad storm that way. I'm sat there bolt upright in bed, and I'm going, oh God, and Chris is saying, what's up? What you whittling for, woman? I says, well, we're in a tin box. I says, and it's thundering and lightning. You know what I mean? And I've sort of got visions of lightning striking us and all sorts. You know, my brain goes into overdrive in them sort of situations. And Chris says, well, you don't think they're going to earth the caravan, you know, for these sort of situations, you know, they earth the caravan, they put rubber wheels on them and things like that. He says, you're not going to get struck by lightning. I says, well, you don't know that.
And did we?
No.
There you go then.
But,
right on along.
But the thing is, we were due to go, it was the night before, we were due to go out next day, and we had to do a detour because the road sort of where the caravan site was, it had rained that hard, it were all flooded. So we had to go like in a roundabout fashion. We had to go, you know.
Long way round.
Well, you and me both, Kate. I was up, you know what I mean? I'm a light sleeper as it is. But the fact that we're in a tin box and it were a proper, really bad thundering and lightning storm, it don't normally bother me. But it was the fact that we're in a caravan and it were a cracker of a storm. So, same as I say, I had visions of being struck by lightning, only for the fact that we're in a caravan. I mean, same as I say, when we're in house, it don't bother me. It was just the fact that we're in a caravan. And as normal, you know, my mind were working overtime. Callum never even realised it'd been thundering and lightning. He slept through it all. Oh dear. But you know how small them bedrooms are in a caravan, Kate, you know what I mean? And I were windy side. You know, Chris were all right because he were opposite side, and the way to Winder his side, it were me that were windy side at bed.
Must have stopped by windows or electric. Well, that if it rains back, because we're all on using electrics.
So yeah. But so as I say, normally it doesn't bother me. You know, I love to watch. I mean, while you're in comfort of your own home, while you lay in bed, I love to see it lighted bedroom up and everything. But it was just the fact that we was in a caravan. So, hiya, Richard, how are you?
Hello, Mr. Darwin, lad.
So yeah, I mean, we were supposed to have thundering and lightning, like when it changed from, I mean, we've had heating on today.
Yeah.
And I says to Chris, I says, you won't think it went middle of June. You know, normally, you know, you've got sun tops on and you've got fans going and this, that and other. And we've had heating on. It all being it were only for about half an hour just to take chill off things.
Is that where all the cats go on holiday? The catavan.
Okay. Amjad says him and his brother went to had McDonald's from Uber Eats. He says, and Coke was too watery. We see that's the problem with McDonald's. They took that much ice in it. It does water it down. So yeah, same as I say, it sort of got to about mid-afternoon, and Chris says, do you want me to put heating on? He says, I don't know about you. He says, but I think there's a bit of a nip in air. So he says, we'll just put it on for half an hour, just to take that little bit of a nip out of here. So that's what we did. So yeah, you know, I thought, I wonder who else has put the heating on, you know, and we were saying, you know, you wouldn't think it were mid-June. You know, it's supposedly coming into summer, you know. And I said to Chris, I said, I wonder how many people around, you know, around the UK, Wales and Ireland or Scotland have had their heating on. Guess the emojis. Well, same as I say, Kate, I don't mind admitting we did and all. You know, but I know. That's basically all we said all day. Can't believe we're having heating on in June.
Well, we've had a summer.
Yeah, I think that's it for summer. She says I'm going to put it back on now.
Run away thunder.
Yeah, he says, guess emojis, it's him running away from thundering and lightning. So yeah, same as I say, but you know, I'm one of these that if you're cold, you put your heating on. If you're warm, you open the door. You know, one of them sort of thing. You know, you're either cold or you're hot. One or two. You know what I mean? I'm not like sort of. I'm not one in between, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but it's the same as Chris says. You wouldn't believe it were middle of June, and we've got heating on. We had heaters on too. Didn't think it was June though. Well, it's 12th of June today, Adrian. So the clue is in the 12th of June. I'm just laughing. when after the fridge freezer had come this morning, the muffin cases and the sugar came separately. So anyway, not come at door. Chris cussed at door, and he went. He says to the driver, he went, "Oh God, what's Mrs. been ordering now?" I just had to laugh. You know what I mean? And I says to Chris, I says, "Well, it's a good job it weren't something for you then."
But you just said.
He says, "Yeah." He says, "What's Mrs. been ordering now?" Because he's waiting for two things, and you know, every time knock comes at door, he thinks it's one of his things, but they were both for me. But same as I say, that's everything that I've ordered. That's everything come of mine now. So Chris is just waiting of what you waiting on? Case for you?
A phone holder for the Phoebe Palm, where I can put my phone onto the Phoebe Palm to make it bigger screen, so instead of looking at it.
Oh, you've ordered a case, haven't you, as well?
A case as well.
Yeah.
For the Phoebe Palm.
So yeah.
Case.
Oh, we might finally have our
new stadium. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Basically, like the masks and the muffin cases, they post them through the door, but the sugar came in a big box. So basically, they knock on door, leave it on your doorstep, and then walk away. So basically, they knock on door, leave it on your doorstep, and so yeah.
Yeah, but they got to wait until you answer.
Yeah.
If they don't answer, they're supposed to pick it up and put it wherever.
Yeah, same as Chris says, they have to wait for you to answer the door first, because obviously you're not forced to be in, are you? Exactly. But same as Chris says, as soon as because we've got like a chain bolt thing on front door, and we lock front door. So obviously he heard Chris unbolting door and unlocking door. So basically, by the time Chris had opened door, he were walking away, you see. So oh, but yeah, I mean, more often than not, they knock, wait to see if you answer, and then as soon as they know that you come into the door, that's when they go, sort of thing. So yeah, but the same as I say, that's all my things now, what I've ordered. And Chris is just waiting for a couple of things that has been ordered for God knows how long. Who were that took a picture when they delivered you something?
Amazon.
Yeah, that were Amazon.
Can't remember what they delivered.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean they have done that before. Same as I say, they've left it thing. Chris has gone to the door, he's picked it up, and he says, "Can I just take a photograph to, so I can prove that I've delivered it, so to speak." So yeah, so same as I say, the only thing that complaint I've got is the box that the pie dish came in. So basically, it were wrapped all in bubble wrap and everything. Then they put it in a cardboard box, and then they put like fragile tape to seal it up, right? So nobody knows what's in it, only where it originates from or who sent it to you. I'm not kidding you. All one end of the box was squashed in. And I says to Chris, I says, it clearly says on this tape it's fragile. So, you know, by rights, I could complain and say, well, look, this is how it arrived to me. All one end of box was squashed in. Hiya, Karate, how are you?
No, Lord.
So, yeah. So, you know, I said it had been all same if it had been a glass pie dish. You know, what's up? Don't they take any notice that it's got like fragile tape all over it? So, so yeah, all one end were all sort of squished in, Kate. And I says to Chris, I says, I've got a feeling it's me enamel pie dish. I says, but they don't know that. And it's got fragile tape on it. So
Weren't exactly packed very well though.
No. That same as I say, that was the only, you know, that was the only sort of complaint I've got about it. Normally they arrive in good condition. But I've got to say, I were a bit disappointed in that because, same as I say, they all, you know how they seal it up and it got like all tape, you know, on every joint, and it says fragile on it. So, same as I said to Chris, I says, had that have been a glass pie dish, it would have been in 1,000 pieces by now, by the state of this box.
Andrian? Who's Andrian? No, it's Steinmeier.
That's protective tics. But anyway, same as I say, I weren't too fussed about it with it being an enamel dish. But let's say, for instance, it would have been a glass pie dish. It had probably been broke to smithereens, but which state at box.
As Kate says, should have claimed it, took a photo on it and complained that you'd have got some money back.
But some as I say, you know, some as I say, the good thing about it was it's an enamel pie dish. But had it have been a glass one, it had probably have been broke to in 1,000 pieces. Are you planning to make the ginger? Yes, I think I might go with the ginger nut biscuits. Same as I say, I was undecided whether or not to make strawberry and white chocolate muffins or the ginger nut biscuits. But when I told Chris I downloaded a ginger nut biscuit recipe, he says, yeah, do that one, you know. So I think we probably I probably will go for the ginger nuts. Same as I say, I ain't 100% decided yet, but I'll make the decision over the weekend. But I think I'm sort of steering more towards the ginger nut biscuits. When I have delivery, I get rid. Well, I mean, we do, but it's how it's delivered to your ass, Adrian. That's what I'm saying. Had that have been other than an enamel pie dish, had it have been a glass one, it would have been broken smithereens because all one end of the box was all crumpled in. I hope that box that fridge freezer come in, a homeless person to be thankful of that.
Oh, one of them at all.
So, but yeah,
same
same as I say, had it have been anything else other than an enamel pie dish, a glass one, for instance, it would have been broke to smithereens by the time I got it. I don't know whether it were, you know, deliveries fault, you know, or whether it's sort of where it's come from. It's basically how it's been handled. So yeah, you know, that's my only complaint. I will be using ground ginger, Becky.
Wrap up this bloody door, yeah. For a fan.
Some, as I say, it's very rarely I use fresh ginger, but I've got all spices under the sun, you know, nutmeg, mixed spice, everything. So yeah, so I mean, you're quite willing to make it along with me, Becky. You know what I mean? So I'll just read out what you're gonna need, Becky, because I've got the recipe.
Kate says send them a message, you'll get a discount.
Okie dokie.
Don't know how much that thing worth, Babby.
What that?
I'll buy this, yeah.
I'll have to have a look in a bit. So I'm just going to tell you what you need, Becky, to check it off your list. See, right, are you ready? Are you ready, Becky? You need 85 grams of butter or margarine, 115 grams of golden syrup, 225 grams of self-raising flour, which is English, so I don't know what self-raising flour is in your. 2 teaspoons of ground ginger and 115 grams of caster sugar. That's it. So if I can, I will send you the recipe, Becky. And some, as I say, you're quite welcome to, you know, to make it along with me. So then if you've got any problems, hey up. Adrian's telling everybody what Amjad's got in his bedroom. I tell you what else. I had cornflake tart as well. That's going to be another one that I can. But you see there again, it takes 40 minutes to cook. Plus, you've got to make the pastry and so but I've wanted to make that cornflake tart for quite a while because that were one of my favourites when we were at school. So I have sent you the recipe, Becky. So if you've got all the ingredients, as I say, it's only a few ingredients. So if you've got all the ingredients, you're quite welcome to make them while I'm making them, if you know what I mean. So Adrian has got large back garden, a UPVC back door and window.
Well, he's telling everybody what I've got.
Yeah. So yeah, so if you've got all ingredients, same as I say, it's only a few ingredients, Becky. You know, some, as I say, you're quite welcome to, you know, make them. Hi, Paul, how are you?
Hello, Paula.
So I must admit that I love a ginger nut. I don't mean you know, I don't love it. I mean the biscuit ginger nut. So you say Chris has sat with patio doors open.
Oh, frozen me.
Frozen?
Even.
You make mind up for you warm and then you. But so yeah. You peeked in my bedroom without me knowing. I mean, I didn't really want to bring this subject up, but it were on Facebook earlier on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't really want to bring it up, But they're getting a petition up now they want the White Cliffs of Dover renaming because of this Black Lives Matter. Same as I said to Chris, it's part of our heritage, it's part of our history. So what they're going to do, are they going to rewrite Vera Lynn's song, you know, there'll be bluebirds over the White Cliffs of Dover? So, you know, are they going to have to rewrite that song as well then? Is it me or is it warm? Chris is warm, he says. So yeah, I think it you know, while I sympathise with, you know, the guy in America that were killed, it's getting a bit ridiculous now. It is. It's getting ridiculous. You know what I mean? Same as I said to Chris, the White Cliffs of Dover signifies the World War II. You know, Vera Lynn sang about it. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that the soldiers saw when they came back from war. You know what I mean? And I says the White Cliffs of Dover because it's a chalk formation. So what they're going to do, go out with a paintbrush and paint it a different colour? It's getting too ridiculous.
No idea. Okay, says it is.
Well, basically, I mean, if you Google it, the White Cliffs of Dover, it's a traditional British landmark, and it's what the soldiers saw coming back from war were the White Cliffs of Dover. And the white, because it's made up of a chalk formation, that's why it's white. You know what I mean? Where is Wakey? He's not been too well, Amjad, so it probably, you know, but it's ridiculous. Same as Chris says, what they're going to do next? Say you can't say Snow White and Seven Dwarfs.
Well, they can't sing blah, 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 Black Sheep anymore.
So, you know, same as I said, it's part of our heritage. It's part of our history. So what they're wanting us to do, rewrite history? Exactly. You know what I mean? It's part of our national heritage. It signifies when the war came to an end, the White Cliffs of Dover were the first landmark that the soldiers coming back from war saw. So, you know what I mean? You know, while I sympathise for George Floyd's family, and racism shouldn't have no part, you know, there's one thing getting a petition up to change the name of our heritage, our history. Yeah, I saw that as well.
What's that?
We want Gavin and Stacey taken down as well because it's fat shaming and whatever.
What?
They want Gavin and Stacey taken down.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree with Kate there. You know, it's like a smack in the face for our veterans of the World War. You know what I mean? It's same as I said to Chris, you know, that is a British landmark. It's been there for decades, you know. Exactly, Adrian. And we've said, same as we've said the same, all lives matters. You know what I mean? All lives matters. But to get a petition up to change the name of our heritage, our history, it's too ridiculous. You know what I mean? That is a natural phenomenon, the White Cliffs of Dover are. You know what I mean? And, you know, for them to say that they want it renaming, in between us, Fawlty Towers on the list as well. Oh dear.
In between us.
But yeah, Becky, where I agree. It is getting out of hand. Same as we've said, all lives matters, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether And I think the biggest part of it is because the police officer were white and the guy that died were black. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, Kate. She says if they want to take something down, they should take the Jimmy Savile one down. But I said the same thing. All this come out after he died. Nobody dare speak out. This they covered it up for years, etc. You know what I mean? But that sort of thing, has been swept under the carpet. But it's just too ridiculous. I mean, it's the same like in America, like a traditional American landmark. If they were to say, well, you've got to change the name of that because it's this or it's that or it's other, you know what I mean? Everybody being uproar. You know what I mean? So, to me, the White Cliffs of Dover are the White Cliffs of Dover. You know what I mean? Vera Lynn sung about it during the war. Her song has become for the war ending, if you know what I mean. So, anyway. Oh, Fry's slave traders. Oh. But anyway, same as I say, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I think it's getting too ridiculous. What they're going to think of next, get a petition up to rename Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to. Yeah, she says, what must all the old boys and girls that's still around today think of it? But yeah, I mean, they must be, what did I go fight in World War for? I risked my life going to fight for my country, my queen and country, and now they're wanting to rewrite history. They were the songs that kept the soul. Exactly. You know what I mean? Her song was an inspiration to all the soldiers that were fighting in the war. And now they wanted to rewrite history and, and call it something else. It's not fair. I don't think it'll get very far because everybody will be in uproar about it. And I, for one, wouldn't sign it anyway.
No,
it's part of our heritage. It's part of our British heritage. It's part of our British history. Sooty and Sweep, yeah. Where does it stop? You know what I mean? Where does it stop? So, it's just ridiculous. So, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all right. Callum's come down.
Tired.
Well,
Lad.
you know what to do. Go to sleep when you go to bed.
I'll potter about for an hour.
But pardon me. But it's we've got enough going on. We with the COVID-19 pandemic, we aren't sort of having to worry about. But Callum, check your phone, lad. It turns it off, Adrian. So you can't. Yeah. So yeah, so once he comes downstairs, Adrian, he turns it off. So yeah, you see, it's at the end of the day, Becky, same as I said, like that civil war is part of your history. You can't go back and change history. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you? But Dan better look next. He's already tried to get me weak, Callum, and I says, you know, I'm not as green as I am cabbage looking. See you in the morning, mate.
See you in the morning. Good night, everybody.
I see what. Blind. No, it starts Wednesday, isn't it? Is it Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Come on, please.
Yeah, because Sheffield United are playing Aston Villa, I think, and
Come
it. The football don't actually start. Is it 6 o'clock? It starts.
6 o'clock. Come on.
But Sky Sports is doing it from 4:30.
Come on.
But yeah, I mean, it's same as I say. You know, going back to what we were just discussing. In one shape or form, they're trying to rewrite history. You know what I mean? The Confederate flag, represents the Civil War that went on in America. Well, it don't really matter, Adrian, because they're playing it behind closed doors anyway. Amjad says, good night, Callum.
Oh, Amjad. Good night, Amjad.
Oh, dear. You see, same as I said to Chris as well. So what they're going to do next, are they going to go around all the football stadiums that have got these famous, I mean, because Sheffield United's exactly the same. They've got a statue of one of their, old footballers that go way, way back. Chris will know what's it a statue of? Mm-hmm. That statue outside Bramall Lane.
Two of them. I forget now.
Yeah, Gordo says, does that mean that they will knock down Stonehenge as that was built by slave? But this is what I'm saying. Where they're going to go around all football stadiums, pull all statues, of footballers past or past or present. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's in essence trying to rewrite history. You know what I mean? I mean, like Becky's just said, like the Confederate flag and whatever. It's part of their history. It's part of their heritage. Like the White Cliffs of Dover, it's our history. It's our heritage. So it's all right. We're just having a bit of a debate, Dory, about this. They're getting a petition up to. They want the White Cliffs of Dover renaming. Same as I've said, it's part of our heritage. It's part of our history. You know what I mean? Richard says, I pay £60 a year for a Hooky Sky service and there's no on. I have a good mind to ring up and complain. But yeah.
60 quid a year I pay, 25 quid for mine. Ha ha
Yeah. It's same as we said, I pity them that got a last name of White. What they're going to do? Beat them up in street? You know what I mean? It's getting ridiculous. You know what I mean? And same as we've said, it shouldn't be, Black Lives Matter. It should be every lives, all lives matter. You know what I mean? It's not just about, all life is important. Yeah, that's what we've been saying. That you know what I mean? Are we going to call them cream Cliffs of Dover? It's part of our heritage, and that it's a natural phenomenon. And same as I was just trying to explain to Becky, the White Cliffs of Dover are like that because it's a natural chalk foundation or formation, should I say? You know what I mean? And when our soldiers were coming back from war, that's the first landmark that they're seeing, the White Cliffs of Dover. Vera Lynn sang about it. What they're going to do, rewrite the song? He says, I'm fake my singing, will totally be banned. But yeah, I totally agree with Adrian Welsh Clark. All lives matter. All lives matter to me.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's what, let's say, for instance, speaking hypothetically, they do rename the White Cliffs of Dover. What next? This is the thing as well. Where does President Trump live? He lives in White House, doesn't he? So what they're going to do? Are they going to make him change name it presidential?
Black Lives Matter's house.
The whole world has gone mad. If the guy killed by the copper had been white, it wouldn't. But you see, this is the thing, Richard. Same as I've said, because they've made such a big hoo-ha about it is because the copper were white and the guy that died was black. Had it have been a black copper and a black guy that had died, there wouldn't have been so much made about it. But it's it's the fact that the copper was white and the guy that died was black. So yeah, so same as I've said, what they're going to do now? Are they going to tell President Trump he's got to change the name of his abode where he lives because it's called the White House? I mean, that's something for you to ponder over. People are wanting us to change our heritage, our history, and whatever. So if we're going to have to change name of White Cliffs of Dover, then he's got to change name of where he lives. Rosie and Jim, that's a blast from the past.
What?
It says, Amazon, please play Rosie and Jim. I used to love that, didn't it? It was them two dolls, a boy doll, and a yeah. So we're going to have to paint them Cliffs Magnolia. I hope you've got a big paintbrush then, Richard. I thought he lived in Trumpton with Pew Pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert Dibble and Grubb. That was a good one. Hiya, Carla, how are you?
Hello, Carla, lass.
Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, it's where does it all stop? You know what I mean? Or is it just like here in the UK gone politically correct mad? You know what I mean? Oh, pardon me. So yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, if they're expecting us to rename our White Cliffs of Dover, then, President Trump lives in White House. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's change the subject. What we're going to talk about now then. I'll just have a swig of my lemonade. Okay then, Dory, thank you for popping in, and I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, Dora.
But yeah, same as I've said, I mean, we've got enough on us plate fighting this COVID-19. We are, you know, having to worry about, you know, what we're calling things, and, you know, having to watch his P's and his Q's, and you know what I mean? So yeah, I do appreciate you coming in. Thank you again. So you know, what has everyone been up to? Been absolutely bouncing it down here today. Chris hasn't been able to go out photography wise and get out with his camera or nothing. Yeah, stay safe as well, please. See you later.
Premier League players to wear Black Lives Matters on shirts for the first 12 matches of the restarted season. There you go.
So yeah, karate. Oh yeah, Karate Kid Danielson. That's more Chris's sort of film than
Top One Karate Kid.
So yeah, that's more of a Chris film than. I mean, yeah, I have still. I think I've watched First Couple.
Third one's good.
Yeah.
Not as good as all others, but.
Yeah, Kate says it's still hammering it down.
Did you been out with a bucket, Kate?
You probably need your canoe it morning. The number one, the best. I reckon first and's best. So mind you, I think same as I say, I think I only watched first and second, and it were like same old, really, weren't it? Except you know, they were saving his family or whatever. But no, wax on, wax off.
That's hard. That's hard.
But yeah, same as I say, you know, so much for our greatish English summer. I'm hoping that by the time it's Callum's birthday, this lockdown has been a long distant memory. You know, Chris, when they're out, you know, taking pictures and RoboCop. That were another one I didn't like. Yeah, Callum's 18 in November. So while they were out with the cameras other day, Chris says to him, he says, right, he says, being as it's your 18th birthday this year, he says, what do you fancy doing? You know, do you want a party, or do you want, you know, he says, I don't want a lot of fuss made. He says, I'm just satisfied if we go to either Nando's or TGI Fridays.
TGI Fridays, and I can get it pissed.
Oh, that guy that played Mr. Miyagi wasn't first choice. Oh.
No, it wasn't. Critters.
But we've got something in the pipeline.
Have we?
Yeah.
What we got?
What link that you sent me the other day?
Remind me.
You know, you eat it.
Eh?
You eat it.
Eat it. Well, sent me 2 links.
No, you sent it to me.
Did I?
Yeah. You know, it's got cream in the middle.
No. I can't remember.
Just in case he watches it back. Begins with a C and ends in an E.
Kane.
E.T.
Huh?
Critters. Nah, I did like Flight of the Navigator. I like that one. So it still ain't clicked on. What we on about? I think he's thinking. You sent me a picture of something, and you said what you're paying a deposit on. It's getting rude now. No, I
can't remember, but I'll be honest.
Something to do with his favourite team.
Oh,
yeah. Eventually, he got it. He's got it. The penny's finally dropped.
Yeah, sorted out Monday.
Cream in the middle. Well, you see, he's only just gone to bed, so we don't want ears listening, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Kate knows because I sent it. Kate the picture of it. So yeah, Chris saw a birthday cake. So I've whispered it.
I'll put it in car.
So we're getting that sorted, but we undecided whether we want to click. So yeah, that what Chris says. Oh dear. So at least we're going to get one thing sorted, but we don't know whether, you know, same as I say, we don't know whether we're doing him a party, whether we, you know, he says he don't want a lot of fuss. So what are we to do? Just go to TGI Fridays or Nando's, what he wants, or, you know, I mean, it's a milestone, is it? It's his 18th birthday, so. So yeah. You know, it's yeah. Chris likes Bruce Willis films. What they called? Die Hard. That's it. And the old Thunderbirds, they're better than what these new ones that they've bought are, you know. So, you know, with the puppets with strings that you can see. So, the A-Team and Airwolf. That's going back some while. So,
Michael Vincent. Who was it? Who did he play?
What about what's it as well? With Talking Car. In which Talking Car. Oh, I forgot where it was.
Night Rider.
Night Rider, that's it. So, mind that weren't a film, that were a series, weren't it?
Mm-hmm.
Smokey and the Bandit. Now that's going back some years.
Bloody hell.
But I'm dying to try my new pie dish out, and yeah, Kit the Night Rider, Top Cat, and Gordon Bennett.
Top Cat.
Chips. Oh, Gordon Bennett. I tell you what, I did used to like watching. Can anybody remember Hill Street Blues?
Yeah, you slow them, didn't you?
Yeah. Different Strokes.
Different. What you talking about, Willis?
They old men now, aren't they?
What you talking about, Adrian?
Mork and Mindy.
No.
Top Cat was fab.
See? Top Cat. Officer Dibble.
But some as I say,
I've got no coffee left. I'm going to have some lemonade now.
oh, poor you.
Tesco lemonade, best lemonade going. Diet lemonade. Chips. Oh, chips.
I'm just good. Button Moon, oh, Gordon Bennett.
But the moon.
Yeah, Hill Street Blues, that's a blast from the past. Mork and Mindy.
Danger Mouse.
Oh, yeah.
That.
Well, can anybody remember Clangers?
Clangers. I can remember the name. Oh, that one, yeah.
That's how they used to talk. Nobody could understand them. Oh dear. Bagpuss as well.
Megan Mom.
Good idea, Mr. Chock-a-Block. I can't remember that one.
What's up here on that? Oh, yeah. Roland Day, written by Ron Forrest. No.
That's what he's talking about.
I remember Roland Rat.
Made with lemon juice from concentrate for a bright citrus. It has got a bright citrusy zing as well.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Rolling Rat. Ooh.
Great Jill.
Can anybody remember? What's Philip Schofield and
Board of the Gopher.
Gordon the Gopher.
Now we all know why he liked to have his hand up for Puppet's bum.
Tis was. Yeah.
About 5 minutes behind it.
What were
What
that one we Noel Edmonds, what were that called?
Noel's House Party.
That's it. Mr. Blobby.
Mr. Blobby.
They used to drive a yellow car into the studio when a video in. Oh. Oh. Ice Baby. But can anybody remember Banana Splits as well? 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. That were another one that were all kids, weren't they? Yeah. What was that one with kids on bus? Was that same one I'm thinking on?
Probably.
So yeah, there were one where they were all kids on a bus. Why don't you? Oh. Mr. Blobby was annoying, you're telling me.
Blobby.
I felt sorry for Philip Schofield. He only just came out, then he had to stay in. Grangill.
I said that.
Yeah, I wonder if Tucker's named after Tucker from Grangill.
Oh,
I don't know. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, it's hey, we've got Johnny Five.
Alive, or is it Tracy? No, it's Johnny Five's alive.
We're just talking at old like things that we used to watch, like Noel's House Party with Mr. Blobby and What was that art program called? Yeah, I know what he's on about. Art Attack.
What? What is it?
Oh, Adrian's put there's a film called Johnny Five. Oh, where you been for the last year or so, Adrian?
Heart attack. Oh, that one with more. With him with grey hair, that old fella.
Yeah, I don't know. Take Art, that's it. Take Art.
Take Art, that's
yeah.
it.
That's...
Well Googled.
He's laughing. I love opening all hours, carry on movies, last of the summer. I know. Yeah, Chris has got all box sets for Only Fools and Horses. I am the Johnny Five. but yeah, Chris, you sort of, Chris has watched them, must be a million times, and he can recite every single word for Only Fools and Horses. Is there a film called Spaceball? I haven't.
Spaceball, yeah.
Oh dear, shaved his beard off.
Hey?
Johnny says he shaved his beard off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's what Chris is on about. We're at Morph.
Morph.
They were plasticine.
There was another one, Morph and something else. There was another one.
Potty Time, that thing with all the sand. Yeah, that were he were a comedian and all, weren't he?
I'm a fan of Van Damme, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Or is it Rob Van Damme?
But yeah, he's a famous comedian and all, weren't he? Him that did that Potty Time. She's put, oh yeah, Morph. So yeah, that's what Chris ran about. It was that Take Art. He were creator of all them plasticine Morph, and so but I mean, this is Red Dwarf. That's another one of Chris's favourites and all.
Red Dwarf, yeah, I love it. And them Geordie's Builders.
Arvida's ain't pet.
Ah, what is it?
Yeah, Michael. That's it, Michael Bentine. Yeah, that were him. Now that film, the old Red. Yeah, the old one. Chris prefers the old Red Dwarf to the.
Well, there's some new ones, huh?
Well, supposedly that's why that Craig Charles supposedly left Coronation Street to concentrate on making some more Red Dwarf.
Oh.
Paper play with itsy and bitsy. God, Richard's showing his age. But Doctor Who, that's another one of Chris's favourites and all. He hadn't actually watched it since there's a woman doctor.
Doctor Who.
But yeah.
I like the old Red Dwarf. Yeah, I mean, old Adrian. Chris Barry, hilarious. He went hologram.
All right. I don't know. I only know it from it. There's one with fangs, isn't there?
That's Cat.
Yeah. There's one with like a big forehead.
That's Robot. I forget what his name is now.
Craig Charles.
Titan.
Yeah, Craig Charles, obviously with little pigtail thingy.
Yeah, I forget what his name.
And then there's him with H on his chest.
Hologram.
Oh, I can remember Finger Mice, but I can't. Brick and Brack. I can't remember that. Hologram the face. Yeah. So, Brack, yeah, I can remember thing with paper cone and, you know.
Holly, that was his nickname, Adrian. I'm going to see if we won lottery.
But yeah, same as I say, I've never actually watched Red Dwarf.
Oh, hilarious. I don't think it's your cup of tea, man.
Yeah. But
Oh,
Chuck Norris, that's going back some.
Chuck Norris. Summit Rangers. Chuck Norris.
Yeah, Texas, Summit Texas.
Ranger, that was
Yeah. I tell you what I used to like and all. That one where they were, is it Beverly Hillbillies?
Yeah.
I used to love that.
Monsters.
You know, even though they got millions of pounds, they, you know, used to you know, do everything the old-fashioned way, even though they got millions and millions of pounds in by finger bobs. That's it.
Well, we're not multimillionaires anyway.
Only because my granddad liked it. But I don't know whether he means Chuck Norris or Johnny Cash. One or two. Watch with Mother. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Richard, you're showing your age now.
What?
Watch with Mother.
Watch with them. Crikey, I ain't got that one. I'm going to have to Google that one, Richard.
What was that talking horse one as well?
Ned. Ted. Ned, no, that's that. Bloody.
What talking horse one? I forget what it's called.
Ned.
Oh.
Shagar.
No.
Shagar.
No way.
I know what
Oh.
you mean.
Yeah, it's on tip of my tongue and I can't remember where it were called.
So? No.
No. It were American, but it were like a cowboy and he could talk to his horse. Richard should know. Mr. Ed, that's it. Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed, I knew it was either Ned, Ted, or Ed.
Well, close when I said Ted.
So yeah, I knew it were either Ed, Ted, or Ned. But Mad Max, that's another one of Chris likes. Mad Max as well. You see, he likes all these action, shoot 'em up, you know, type of thing, but it's not my cup of tea. Mr. Ed. So, yeah, Flower Pot Men, bananas. Oh, God, bananas in pajamas. You see, Amjad he don't remember all these old ones, and now these are all what Callum used to watch. Tots TV and Bananas in Pajamas and Peppa Pig and so yeah. I hope Mary Mungo and Midge and all. Oh, Gordon Bennett. You see, Amjad's too young to remember what we talking about. He's probably sat there scratching his head as, you know, what the heck they're talking about.
Mary Mungo and Midge. Bloody what was that?
That's Darwin. Mr. Ben. Oh, I can remember him and all. Mr. Ben had got bowler hat on, hadn't he, Richard? With umbrella and bowler hat and... Oh, okay then, Johnny. Say hi back to her for me. Timothy Goes to School. That were another one that Callum used to like watching. That he were he a rabbit, Amjad? I think Timothy were a rabbit, weren't he? So yeah. I am confused. We showing his age here, Amjad, you know, all these old you know, all these old, you know, you're sort of just a spring baby chicken, you know what I mean? So all us oldies is, you know, reminiscing about, you know, he were a cat. Oh, I thought he were a rabbit. Shows how much I know. But I can remember Timothy Goes to School. Cat in the Hat. But yeah, a Mib. But you see, the thing is, Amjad is only like sort of Callum's age. So, you know, when you talk about these things, Amjad don't understand what we're talking about. Andy Pat, oh God, and Andy Pandy, and Magic Roundabout as well. So, Lazy Town, yeah. Our Callum used to love Lazy Town, didn't he? So, yeah, I know all them, you know, what Amjad said, because, as I say, Callum used to love watching them. She's not shifted all day, has she, Lucy?
No, she loves it in that I'm going to draw some little windows in it.
It's all right. We're talking, you know, the box that the sugar came in that I ordered. Lucy has been in that box all day, fast asleep. She's not flinched an inch. And she's still there now.
I'm going to get a little pillow.
So Chris says he's going to draw her some windows in it and put some curtains up and everything. Snap, crackle, and pop. That they Rice Krispies. But yeah, but yeah, can you just imagine Chris drawing windows and curtains and everything on this box? She's as happy as a pig in muck. Lucy, she's just curled up fast asleep in it. It says Magic Roundabout, that guy with a spring instead of legs was a pain at Zebedee. Kate's got sticks and biscuits. It's a good job there's only Lucy and she's fast on. So,
yeah, you know, otherwise like he's got ears like Buddy Ray does. And we come knocking on the door in a bit. And Grace was a cat.
Yeah, I can remember it. Amjad, Fritz, and what other one that he used to watch as well?
Me Too. Me Too.
Oh yeah, Me Too. The one with all different coloured asses. What was that one called? Oh,
that was Me Too.
That weren't Me Too.
Colour out.
No, that were a different one altogether. That were a separate one. Balamory, that's it. Callum used to love to watch Balamory. Beavis and Butt. Oh, Bagpuss, I can remember that one, Richard.
No, I can just about remember Bagpuss.
It's piddling it down here now.
Is it raining here?
Yeah, can't you hear it?
No, I've got something on you.
Yeah, Granny Murray. Balamory, Richard said, yeah. About 10 hours later. Yeah, Balamory, and they used to go to different houses, like that Scottish guy lived in the blue house. Can't remember. One used to live in a castle, didn't he? A pink castle. I forget what others one. One thing, that's an old film with them flying robots. I can't think of that one. But Bernstein Bears, he used to watch them as well. So, and Care Bears as well. Corduroy, yeah. But yeah, Callum used to watch Care Bears. That was another one that he used to watch.
Care Bears. That were at work most of the time.
Bobby Noggs. Yeah, I can remember that and all.
I'm sure I'm just Googling now.
The Mice on the Mouse organ, Gabriel the Toad and Emily the Ragdoll, all Bagpuss's mates. Fimbles, they were like
The things that you put on when you're knitting.
you don't wear fimbles. It's when you're sewing that you wear thimbles.
That's what I said.
Fimbles were like they were like different coloured.
Why is Google come up? Google Assistant.
Yeah, Amjad says no. I'm not googling. Clangers.
Colin, why is Google coming off Google Assistant? I never said Colin. I didn't even ask for Google.
Teletubbies. Oh dear.
Your video will play after the ad.
All right. Nina and the neurons. Oh God, that's oh, don't mention Pingu. That's Bella's nickname is Pingu.
Carrot Oaks. That was a good one.
Oh, Chris is coming out with it now. Terror Oaks. Never even heard on it.
Good one, that. Fraggle Rock. Down a Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, Muppets. That one's going down memory lane as well. Miss Piggy.
But I can't say that. It's, they'll be at it.
Wasn't sure on Mr. Ben, thought he needed locking up. Well, Judgy, if you ask me. Is that who we were on about earlier on with Bowler Rat and Umbrella and Ghost the film? Are we talking about Patrick Swayze?
Oh, don't get us started on that, boy.
But you see, the thing is, Amjad, with Rupert Bear, there's the modern version and there's the old version from when I were a kid. Animal on drums, yeah. But yeah, there's like Rupert, and it's like Paddington as well. I mean, they've brought that a bit more up to date, but it's like when I were a kid, it was the proper Paddington. A secret flasher if ever I saw one. Well, he did always used to go out with his bowler hat on and his raincoat and his umbrella.
What was
Gordo says, Mr. Ben.
Inspector Gadget is a flasher if I've ever seen one.
Inspector Gadget.
Proper raincoat, he did.
Big cook, little cook.
Big cook, can't cook, won't cook.
Oh, you want to hear it? Passing it down here.
Well, there's one.
Sugar!
Go on, Bobby!
Hamdad's put big cook, little cook, and that Welsh Clarks, but I won't cook. Trumpton, yeah. Tracy Beaker.
Bloody hell.
But yeah, I mean, where did we go once and Barney were there? It were Butlins, weren't it?
Yeah.
Big Barney were there. But you see, the things that Amjad is thing, they sort of more the modern ones. I mean, we're talking about going way, way back. You know what I mean? Rhubarb and custard. Rupert had a pervy mate who was always hanging around in bushes. He was called Ragatai. Well, they call him a flasher nowadays, Richard. Or a stalker. So, yeah, nowadays they call him either a perv or a stalker. So, but yeah, rhubarb and custard, that were another one. Come outside. Oh, yeah, I can remember Pippin. That was that dog, weren't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey?
Lassie.
No,
I
Pippin.
know Pippin, yeah, but I'm saying Lassie. Lassie's all he got for me.
Well, Pippin, it were her out of Open All Hours. I forgot what her name is now.
Oh, nurse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nurse out Open All Hours. I forgot what her name is.
Gladys.
Well, she played Nurse Gladys in Open All Hours. She did come outside with Pippin. Oh, I forgot what her name is now. So yeah, she played Nurse Gladys. Yeah, she did play Nurse Gladys Emmanuel. Linda Barron, that's the one. That's it was on tip of my tongue, Amjad, but I just couldn't quite remember what her name were. Oh, Gordon Bennett, Captain Pugwash. Well, we are going back some now. Captain Pugwash. Seaman Staines. Sorry about that one. Nora Batty, she had a right pair of stockings, yeah, just like them that chemist gave me. I looked like Nora Batty, and them that chemist gave me, because my legs and my feet were swelling up. Hiya, Critical Cripple, how are you?
Hello.
Richard says, I could never weigh up Sooty. They would wear nothing in the studio. Then if they went swimming, they would put costumes on. Oh, dear. Okay, then, Amjad, I'll see you later. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, good.
Oh, dear. But if you're wondering what we're talking about, Critical Cripple, we're talking about like a blast from the past, like old, like television series and like Magic Roundabout and, things like that. Gordo says Rainbow was dodgy, bungle up all night playing with his twanger and his balls. Oh dear. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, back when we were kids, it were all innocent, if you know what I mean. And now, when you think back to it, a lot of it could be construed as, But yeah, I mean, we're going back sort of same as we said, like, I mean, same could be said for Magic Roundabout. I mean, you know what I mean? And things like that. Trumpton. I mean, who thought it name of Trumpton? You know what I mean? Someone should have called social services that Jeffrey was dodgy. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying, Richard. He says you could never have got away with Captain Pugwash nowadays. This is what I'm saying, Richard. Back in our day, they were all such innocent programs, and nobody would have thought about, political correctness or anything like that. It was such an innocent era when we were younger. You know what I mean? They wouldn't. Let's say, for instance, jump forward a couple of decades. You know what I mean? They couldn't get away with half at things that they did back then. Let's say. Yeah, From Death to Us Part. Yeah, Alf Garnett, you know, I mean, they'd have sold him down river a long time ago if that was still going.
And after all, he does support West Ham United, so that says it all there, doesn't it?
Master Bates was a character on Pugwash. Oh dear. You know what I mean? It's so, same as I say, when we were kids, you know, like between 5 and 10, you know, we used to love watching all these programs. Now, when you look back, same as you say, like, you know, they wouldn't allow half of the things that, or half of the programs that we used to watch when we were kids. Well, yeah, but I mean, same as I say, you know, in his heyday, he were an icon, and I think that's why all this with Jimmy Savile didn't come out till after we were dead. Nobody dare speak out about it. You know what I mean? And it was only sort of once he died that, you know, but it's like I've said, you know, nobody should be above the law. If somebody does something like that, then it should be, you know, just because he were famous, just because he were a star, it was swept under the carpet. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? You know, I mean, it's like, as the saying goes, money talks. So, you know, it probably bunged them a few grand here and somebody else a few grand there, and you know what I mean?
Oh, thank you, Crystal Control. It's pressed a big red button.
Oh. But yeah, you know what I mean? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory 2, couples in the same bed, sound like swingers to me. Or are they fiddling the social? But yeah, you know what I mean? That's sorry. I mean, I can always remember my mum saying, I mean, because there were 12 in my mum's family, and she, you know, you imagine having 12 kids, and then, you know, your mum and your dad, you know, they used to go to bed, you know, what she called topping and tailing, where they'd be like either 2 or 3 at top end and 2 or 3 at bottom end, and they'd throw coats over at bed just to keep warm. You know what I mean? So, pugwash itself is an Australian slang term. But okay then, Adrian. I'll not be long before I'm closing it down anyway. But yeah, you know what I mean. It you know, it's like Gordo says, you know, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But that with them being authentic. That's what they used to have to do in them days. You know, they'd have holes in roof. They couldn't afford to, you know, to pay to get it fixed. And same as I say, my mum were one of 12. So you imagine 12 kids. So yeah, so they, you know, it told me about, you know, what they call topping and tailing, where, you know, there were about 4 or 5 on them in a bed, you know what I mean? And they used to have to throw coats on just to keep warm. So yeah, so if I don't, oh well, I'll see you Monday probably, and you too. So yeah, so some, as I say, I mean, I've always said this about today's kids. I mean, they don't know they were born. You know what I mean? Looking back at, you know, the hardship that my mum and her family had to go through, being one of 12, you know what I mean? It's okay then, Kate. Same as I say, I not be long before I'm closing it down. I've been going like 2 hours. You know what I mean? It's kids nowadays have got it good, a lot better. I mean, you know, I can remember having a bath in front of fire in a tin bath, but in my mum's age when she were a kid, okay then, Kate. Night, have a good one. So yeah, you know, I mean, going back sort of to when my mum were a kid, you know, it's you know, my mum were born sort of just as the war started. So then you sort of, you know, my mum were only a baby. So then you've got that. Not only have you got like 12 kids to contend with, you've got a war going on, you've got rationing, you know what I mean? Some kids today don't know they're born. You too as well, Kate. So yeah, you know, kids nowadays have got it good compared to like when I were a kid and when my mum were a kid. So yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to shut it down because I've been rattling on for 2 hours. So I will see everyone on Monday evening's live stream. Don't forget 9 o'clock. Yeah, exactly. You know, if internet goes down or broadband's off for what reason, they have a meltdown. They don't know they're born nowadays. We didn't even have a bathroom, let alone, you know, internet or anything like that. So thank you for everyone coming in, making the night enjoyable, and I will see you on the next one on Monday evening. Bye for now.
See you later, alligators.